Welcome to the Iraqi Dinar RV channel, your trusted source for currency revaluation news. Today may mark a pivotal chapter in the world of foreign exchange, especially for holders of the Iraqi Dinar, IQD, and Vietnamese Dong, VND. In a world where currency speculation often borders on rumor, today's update stands apart as potentially one of the most concrete and credible signals yet that a major financial shift is underway. Frank26, a widely respected voice in global currency analysis, has just released what many are calling his most significant and urgent message to date. According to Frank, the much-anticipated revaluation of the IQD and VND is no longer a hypothetical future event. It has begun. That's right. According to his sources, the revaluation process has officially moved into action. This revelation has sparked a wave of excitement throughout the currency investment community. Frank26 is well known for his cautious, evidence-based approach and rarely makes sweeping declarations without substantial backing. His recent message, however, was both direct and clear. It's happening. This powerful statement has reverberated across forums, investor groups, and international finance networks. More importantly, Frank claims that the revaluation is no longer in the theoretical or planning phase. It has entered the operational stage. This could represent the culmination of years of preparation, signaling the end of speculation and the beginning of implementation. Insider developments strengthen investor confidence. Frank's announcement is supported by reports of verified individuals, those with legitimate currency holdings and cleared through strict vetting, who are already receiving transaction confirmations and deposit notices through highly secure, automated financial systems. This has significantly bolstered confidence, transforming investor sentiment from cautious optimism to active preparation. Moreover, Frank outlined a robust and advanced system now in motion. He described encrypted communication portals backed by major banks, through which select currency holders are arranging private appointments for in-person exchanges. These sessions are tightly secured, requiring biometric data and identity verification, and overseen by foreign exchange professionals. This level of sophistication and security suggests a real, fully activated infrastructure, not just a test phase. Regulatory barriers being lifted. Another major development Frank mentioned was the removal of long-standing banking limitations that previously restricted transactions involving IQD and VND. For years, investors were frustrated by deposit caps and transaction blocks. Now, these restrictions are reportedly being lifted by key financial institutions, indicating structural readiness for large-scale currency movement. This shift is not just symbolic. It reflects a prepared and confident banking system, ready to accommodate high-volume transactions. Tier 4B, reportedly entering the exchange process. In addition, Frank shared that a crucial group of private investors, known as Tier 4B, individuals and smaller investment groups, often scheduled after major institutions, are now being quietly brought into the process. Confidential briefings are taking place in financial centers like New York, London, Zurich, and Dubai. These meetings are invitation-only and highly secure, suggesting serious behind-the-scenes coordination on a global scale. Alongside these briefings, participants are receiving detailed instructions outlining step-by-step procedures for the upcoming exchanges. This level of global synchronization suggests high-level involvement from banks, financial authorities, and possibly central banks themselves. U.S. banks reportedly engaging clients directly. Frank also referenced major U.S. institutions such as Wells Fargo and J.P. Morgan Chase, stating they have begun direct outreach to clients holding IQD and VND. Reports suggest these banks are providing tailored, one-on-one support, something rarely seen unless significant activity is expected. These personalized interactions imply that banks are not only preparing for, but actively participating in, the revaluation rollout. Brief appearance of new rates on mainstream media. Perhaps the most dramatic claim from Frank's report was that updated revaluation rates appeared, briefly, on networks like CNBC and Bloomberg Asia. According to multiple observers, these rates were live for a short time before being removed. Screenshots reportedly show IQD rates ranging from $14.77 to over $60, while the VND was listed around $3.84. If true, this incident could be either a test or an early accidental leak, either scenario pointing to the reality of impending change. Advanced financial infrastructure. Activated Frank also highlighted the activation of sophisticated internal banking protocols, specifically an FX Protocol Level 3 system within institutions such as Wells Fargo. This system is designed to handle sensitive, high-value currency events with real-time monitoring and secure scheduling. JP Morgan is reportedly implementing similar technology, suggesting serious preparation for high-volume, complex currency transactions. Global economic implications. Beyond the immediate potential windfall for individual investors, Frank suggested that this revaluation could trigger broader geopolitical shifts. A major realignment of global currency value could impact the dominance of the US dollar in certain trade routes. Iraq and Vietnam, after years of economic modernization, could attract a wave of foreign investment and economic prosperity. For global investors, this shift could create a rare opportunity for exponential returns and new market dynamics. How to prepare for currency holders. Preparation is essential. Organize your IQD and VND holdings. Ensure all documentation, receipts, certificates, and proof of lawful purchase is in order. Secure your currency in a fireproof safe or safety deposit box. If you haven't already, consider opening an account with a well-established bank that is reportedly involved in the infrastructure upgrades, such as Wells Fargo or Chase. Stay informed and stay safe. At times of great change, scams become more prevalent. Be extremely cautious with unsolicited offers, unofficial exchange portals, or anyone promising special rates. Always verify that any institution or representative you work with is legitimate and licensed. Avoid rushing into decisions based on hype, and remember that patience and thorough research are your best tools during volatile moments like this. Final thoughts. While the full scope of this event is still unfolding, many signs suggest that we are entering a major economic shift. Frank26's update, if verified, indicates that years of waiting may soon come to an end. For those who've remained committed, this could be a long-awaited turning point. More than financial gain, this story is about belief in the resurgence of nations like Iraq and Vietnam, and belief in global financial reform. It's a moment that many thought would never arrive. But now, as facts begin to align and systems go live, the future appears closer than ever. We encourage you to stay informed, stay organized, and stay hopeful. Like, share, and subscribe for further updates as this historic journey continues. And remember, caution, clarity, and preparation will be your best allies in the days ahead.